TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
What the hell was that?
you're.
What it do?
God fucking damn it.
What the business is? What's good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office, baby.
That's a good
TruVue
look.
Podcast.
It's a good look, man.
You think I practiced that? Or do I just get up and ad-lib that motherfucker?
Yeah, that's exactly what you did. Hey, I am -X. Welcome to the TruVue Podcast. Alley to my guy.
You. Go ahead, so.
Yeah, we ad-lib, as you can tell. It's all
Yes, sir. We in the building, man. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it.
What's poppin', people? I'm here. Let's get it poppin'.
Let's get it popping.
Oh, I
Cheers,
started
gentlemen. Salute.
I'm in with you in solidarity.
Ooh, that's fruity. I like it. All right, what are we getting into today? Well, the last black man in San Francisco. What is that, you might ask? Well, currently streaming on Tubi. Yes, Tubi. A young man searches for home in the changing city that seems to have left him behind. That's it. It was just one sentence. Yeah, no, man. It's a Tubi movie directed by Joe Talbot. Shout out to Joe Talbot. Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Let's dive into it, man.
Look at me now. Oh.
I think one of the things I noticed is like one, this reminded me like of the I don't know if they're all Spike Lee, but like Crooklyn, a Bushwick, a Red Hook Summer, Do the Right Thing, like all those movies, the essence of those movies as far as like the backdrops, the music playing in the background while someone's just doing something monotonous like walking, skating, just still shots of the neighborhood. I really enjoy movies like that. There's a kind of, it kind of calms you down and it really brings you in, and I think this movie really executed that little feature very well. And I also realized no matter what city you go to, no matter what neighborhood you live in, if the population is more than 0.5 black people, you will, and I mean guarantee, have a group of black people standing outside just talking shit about everybody walking by. Every block, everywhere you go. It was not just in Brooklyn. I'm realizing like that's the only place I don't think I've seen it is Florida, and I think that's because Florida doesn't have stoops. So, but those were two things that I took away from it.
No, I liked how they utilized the cinematography in this and made the city its own character. I know we've seen other movies where they did this. They really did this very well in here, and it gave me some different looks from San Francisco than I normally see, and it made it look a lot more urban. Made it was just beautiful. It was beautiful scenery, and I appreciated that. Especially like a movie like Athena, how they utilize the background very well in that. I think they did. They did that
the
well.
the rapping movie with the woman, with the lady.
Oh,
he would know what I'm talking.
Rhonda,
Rapadon.
Rodimus Prime. It was
Rodimus Prime. Wow.
Damn.
Oh God, guys.
I didn't say that, y'all. That was
but yeah.
And ain't she from New York?
Yeah, she is.
I don't know if she's from New York. It was
That's
set
a
in.
bad look, Jay.
Yeah. Bro, am I supposed to know everybody from New York?
I mean, you got the hat on right now.
I love the city. It's an amazing city. It gives you nothing but, bad lungs and tax debt and a fucking fitted hat. But it's an amazing city. But yeah, no. But Rodimus Prime, shout out to her. But like, yeah, it was the same concept with that. Like, have you guys ever seen Blind Spotting? Movie turned series on Stars?
No.
I won't get into it. It's a phenomenal movie, but it has a very specific kind of people that like it. But it's the same concept. It makes the city its own character. And it's also set in San Francisco. But like the sound that I was getting out of this movie is way different than anything I've heard, like in recent things for San Francisco. So yeah.
No, that's what's up.
I like the storyline that was happening within all this beautiful.
I was just about to touch on that. Go ahead.
That you guys are talking about. I like the way this wasn't afraid to show the closeness of black males. You know what I'm saying? Like
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say Jonathan Majors loves getting close.
He do, bro. I don't know what it is.
These guys.
Oh man. God! Don't do this.
Johnny,
don't do this.
That's what they probably saying.
Don't do this,
Johnny. Johnny, don't do this.
Just be comfortable, bro. Like it's fine.
Comfortable. I got a nigga on my back like that. I'm sorry.
Yo, now that was. I can't defend that because I ain't never seen two people on a Mexican. Wow.
What?
I was about to say two people on a Mexican. But
what?
let me. I have to explain how my brain glitched.
Wait, what?
I have to explain how my brain glitched because otherwise it's gonna sound wild just being out there like that.
The thoughts and views.
Hey, that sound like a flick category.
Are only the thoughts and views of Jay and are by no means affiliated with the views of a collective.
Let me explain.
Hey, we need to check Jay search browser.
No. The fuck you do. This phone spontaneously combust upon my death. But listen to me. Let me explain what I was saying, right? So what happened was in my brain, I've never seen two people on a skateboard.
Correct.
Right? Never in my entire life. Somehow my brain translated that to being like
on a Mexican.
And I've seen a bunch of Mexicans coming out of a tiny ass car like clowns. Like, you know how you could pack a bunch of Mexicans in anything?
So you like clowns be?
No, I'm saying they're efficient with their space. Don't do that. So we closer than this. I expect that from these two motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is like for example, like when like or Cubans, for example, like those little boats they be making when there's when they make the submarines, they're like this big, but it'd be 500 of them in that shit. And I'm like, I get, but like I've never seen two grown men on a single skateboard.
My goddamn self.
Or like you know how you have like 50 Asian 50 generations of Asians in one fucking house. Like
everybody
you got the grandma
strays today.
It's not strays. I'm just saying. I've seen and I've heard of these things, but I've never seen two people on a skateboard. That's how I feel like I shouldn't have explained that.
That's the
Man.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't explain that properly.
Ooh, god damn.
And you know what? That kind of goes into my point on the movie. Like, even though it took a long time for it to come around, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at the ending of the movie. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't upset. Even though it was exactly what I knew was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind the route it took. You know what I'm saying, to get there. I didn't mind it. You know what I'm saying? And I like the family dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my man ran into his mom's on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't it. Like, finish that sentence though.
What?
Like, after she'd been back in the city for a year, like a year.
No, she
Like,
was.
that's
No,
what
she'd
I'm
been
like,
back for
finishing
3
that
months.
sentence.
She'd been back for 3 months.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was a year, but
Yeah, she'd been back
either
for
way,
3
bro,
months.
finish that
And
sentence. Like, you can't.
right.
Like, it ain't
Like,
just that she ran in. Like, homegirl been there. Like, yo, you got a kid.
and
fam.
then like the awkwardness, like he didn't know how to like how to greet her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dap her up.
Like the trauma. And then like they was talking about his daddy was a crackhead, but we saw his daddy doing what? Getting them
Hustling.
getting those CDs together.
Shenanigans.
You know what I'm saying?
No, those
Alright.
were DVDs. He was
DVDs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
DVDs.
movies.
It was the movie
Headed to the
cliffhanger.
barbershop.
Yeah.
He's the
But
movie man, my bad.
in honor of Mike not being here, I just want to point out yet another funky ass bitch, because I saw some shit that said without government assistance, there'll be a lot more deadbeat mamas than they are deadbeat fathers, and this bitch proved it. Because here's my deal, right? No, she didn't get called out for the fact that she was there and she moved on with her other kid, with her man or whatever, and ain't come in and checking on her son when she even moved back. She said she'll just stop by. I never saw her again.
She didn't come by.
I didn't see her again, but she's a mother, right? But she didn't get called out on none of that. And homeboy just sitting there smiling like, yeah, mom, come through. Like, he has to run with it. He still has to be polite. You don't want to call out your mama out your name. But just so we clear, this is proof. There are some funky ass bitches out there that are not good parents.
Well, but it also, to be fair, it do sound like there was a choice that was made. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you
my
mean?
man's like he chose to stay with his dad and live in the car. You know what
Fair.
I'm saying? To be with his father, and his mother didn't want to be with the father anymore because he's a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
And a hustler.
And a hustler. Like, don't do that. Like,
no, I'm just saying he
there's
pitted to his
functioning
downfall.
crackheads, bro. Like, there's crackheads.
No, he pitted to it. I'm talking about his downfall, not the height of him.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about his downfall. Downfall crackhead. You know what I'm saying? That's what his sister said. You know what I'm saying? It's everything that he didn't smoke up. So that lets you know he was on a fucking rampage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she sounded like she was putting sauce on it, because that man looked put together. Like, he's a great storyteller. She sounded like that's just like extra shit. Like, oh yeah, he didn't smoke. Your daddy smoked the TV. Like, that's just a fun line to say. But
nah, man, that shit happens.
But yeah, I mean, there were a few storylines happening that I really enjoyed. I think there's the family dynamic you point out. There's the accountability of how we treat each other and then mourn each other after the actions happen. Like, that one I think rang true today. Like, this movie isn't that old. It was made in it was released in 2019, but it was such. I grew up with that shit. Like, I saw that shit and everywhere I lived. Like, you push the kid too far, then he goes too far, and then you're like, damn, why he do that? Or sucks that he had to go out like that. And it's like, well, what the fuck did you expect?
Yeah, no.
So you talking about when Kofi? You talking about Kofi?
Yeah, was that his name, Kofi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So there's that one, and then there's the underlining line of gentrification. And I did like how they showed that it wasn't just white gentrifiers. Well, no, it was just white gentrifiers because the Asians were forced out. Yeah.
This movie actually started, or they got this completed off of a Kickstarter, which is amazing. Back in 2015, they set a goal for like 50,000 and did the Kickstarter campaign and ended up raising close to 78,000. So they went over their goal, shot the movie, and then the movie ended up getting picked up.
So it's been out longer than 2019?
No, it was about December 25th, 2020. They got the film and everything going, but it was the whole. You said what? I'm reading the bio. No, man, my notes. Got my notes on here. Yeah, man, they hustled to get this movie done, man, and you can tell a lot of the with the cinematography and the way it was shot that this was not just your typical box office film that was done, and I appreciated that. Like, this seemed like a little. It was like a cross between a box office and an indie film.
Yeah, this looked like it was done for the love.
Yeah, this was definitely a love letter to San Francisco, which was done wonderfully. And I also I appreciate the relationship between the two main characters, Jonathan Majors, and the brother's name. He was also a co-writer in this as well. Jimmie Fails. So apparently this story is loosely based on his life.
Really?
Yeah. So loosely. This is very loosely is an exaggeration of it. Yeah, man. He wrote this with the other writer, the white writer, which was funny to me. I was like Jimmie Fails, Joe Talbot, and Rob Richert. They all wrote this, but Jimmie Fails was the black guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So Talbot is a white dude?
Yeah. So
all right, I apologize because my brain went. I know your name,
Yeah.
so it's like
no, I
it's
get
very close. It's very close.
No,
I realize
I have the gentrifier's last name, but no, man, it's amazing to see that look. So I'm guessing that with Jimmie writing on it and Joe as well, we're getting that's where we get the good look from. Like we're getting the black perspective, and then we're also getting that white perspective, probably from the gentrification or the gentrifier's point of view as well. And I think that clashed very well together. As well as I really enjoyed the relationship between Jonathan Majors and Jimmie Fails. And it was, we don't know if they were lovers. We don't know if they were just
they were just friends. Why y'all got to do that? As black,
we don't know. They were very they were very close. They were extremely close, as well as there were some hidden things there that were, you know, the homeboys on the block was teasing about, and it made me question. I'm like, like,
okay,
are they
all
here?
right? Oh
like,
God, I swear to God,
are they getting their Bert and Ernie on, or are they just you know?
okay. Oh God.
You talking about when they said, "What y'all just getting out the shower?" Like, I'm like, why they say that?
Showering together, like what?
You know,
but I do, even if they went that route, I enjoyed how it was undefined. So it leads the person watching, the viewer, to make it up in their mind. So it was kind of a fill in my own blank ordeal. So and them doing that, it was a lot of things that they kind of did that to lead you to make up your own ending. Make up, like, fill in the blanks yourself.
Yeah,
I think that helped with how long this, like the pacing, because it was a little dry in certain points, I guess. But this movie was definitely not made for our newer generation. I know that the newer generation would turn this shit immediately because it wasn't enough to push the story along. But I thought that they did very well with, you know, cinematography, filling in the gap, incredible acting, and all of that coming together to just make it was a really good movie.
yeah. I mean, I won't give pushback but I thought the pacing was on par. But like again, just because I like the theme, or I guess the technique of those kind of movies, that just gonna get him out of here. Is that just put it? Did you tuck him in? Read him a story. Just say. You just kind of like slip. Wave it. Oh, there we go. All right, there you go. I was just asking if you got tucked in. I didn't. You're my guy. I would never talk shit behind your back. I'm just saying. So I didn't have a problem with the pacing. Is all I was saying. I thought it was the duration of them. I'm trying to avoid all pause-worthy words. So the duration of the movie was I thought was on par. And yeah, I mean, there was just so much happening that it was like my attention was fully. Yeah.
Was Jonathan Majors supposed to be like
retarded?
I was gonna say mentally unstable.
Wow.
I
think he was on the spectrum. Yes.
There we go. All right. Because I was like, I don't think he was flame resistant.
All right, I want to take that back. I don't mean like I'm tired.
He was like, "What's up, nigga?"
Yo, son.
I'm like, just like he rehearsed.
God, oh man, no, I was like, no, Cause I don't know, he did a phenomenal job acting there, but I was like, damn, man, this nigga supposed to be on a short bus.
Shout bus, shout it. Shout bus, shout it. Shout, 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 shout. Shout bus, shout it. Shout bus, shout it. Shout bus, shout it. Shout, 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 shout. Shout bus, shout it.
The ambiguity of their relationship, where you're not quite sure like how close, quote unquote, they are. I thought that's a technique in the writing that like I get how you see it, but I just chose to see it as an innocent friendship because the two of them are on such opposite ends that it's like, to me it's blindside. It's like even the Jimmy Butler story. It's like my friend took me in when my mom kicked me out and I lived with them. Like it's not such a far fetch, especially in sports, and you once you start seeing it there, like it's become so common to you that you don't question it, right? So I never thought anything different. I just thought he was just like a very well sheltered kid. He's into the theater, so he doesn't have. Once you're a theater kid, bro, in an inner city, I don't know. Maybe you can explain
Mind
if it's
your words.
different. If it's different, because Chicago.
I said, mind your words, nigga.
Okay, so number one, I'll say this about Chicago. Chicago is the blackest city I've ever lived in ever, and I don't mean that just by people. I just mean by also like the news will make it seem like y'all just hate each other, but the black people here are more unified than anywhere else I've lived, and by anywhere else I mean Florida or New York, right? So I don't know if it's more acceptable for you to be a theater kid in a city where there's such a supporting neighborhood from your ethnicity, because I think like theater kids when I was growing up, like they weren't really considered to be acceptable. Like I remember when I was in high school, I needed like an extra credit. I signed up to do like to help build a set for the theater kids. I was the only black kid in that room other than my cousin who was doing the same shit I was doing, trying to get some extra credit. No black people were there. Like, or no, like, so I don't know if like they do it different.
Like I was all in theater in high school, went to theater for college as well. There were not a lot of black people in high school. None. I was
okay.
In high school, I was the only black person. In college, there were a few, but
but you didn't turn out like Jonathan Majors though. So like that means you could still hang out with people from your area, and they didn't find a problem with you.
That's all. But all.
I mean, what? That's not a. What's not a shot? That wasn't a shot.
It's definitely a shot.
He's talking about Jonathan Majors in the movie. He's talking about the character.
Okay. The character.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I knew exactly what he was thinking.
Thank you, Mel. Like sometimes, like I see how it could be a shot because you know.
My apologies.
Yeah, but you know, I take the bodies that I drop. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't pull the trigger.
That was a ricochet.
So my bad. What were you saying?
No, that's more so the upbringing and the circumstances and influences that you encounter in life coming up. It builds upon your character and how you handle adversity, diversity, all of the other versities that you can think of. Like all of that is just built into your character. It's not more so how people would treat you once you make a choice about the direction that you're going to head in. Because once you make that choice, all of those decisions are already made. So your character is pretty much already built. And how you're going to react that's how you're going to react. Like that's
but then when I look at the character with Danny Glover's character and like how he didn't like Jimmie Fails in the beginning and didn't even want, let me not even say Jonathan Majors because God, let me just he didn't want Montgomery around him, around Jimmie. You could tell like there's also that sheltering, guarding kind of thing, because I feel like a lot of the times when they feel like this kid may not be ready for this neighborhood, they just try and like cover him and like protect him from the area. You know,
I mean, you got to look at like Montgomery probably could be seen as dead weight. So in a neighborhood like that, you don't want to have to.
If Montgomery swings on you, he's knocking you the fuck out.
Well, yeah, he got the special strength.
Under what logic?
You see what you? No. Fuck that. Call that shit out.
He got the special strength. Yeah.
What's the special strength, Lamel? Let's dig deep.
Hey! All of that. Them motherfuckers be lifting up cars and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about.
Golly, I shouldn't have.
You took it there.
I shouldn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, all of that.
That's a bad idea.
Big balls. That's a callback. Y'all go.
It's a movie. It's
So
a movie.
what we're saying here, guys, is that Montgomery was probably on the spectrum. His grandfather was trying to shelter him or protect him in the neighborhood from words or anything, because those guys were really mean to them. But Kofi, I remember what's the main character's name? The guy with the hat?
Jimmie.
Jimmie. When Jimmie was talking about Kofi, he was like, well, Kofi stood up for me that day. Mm-hmm. So I think that Jimmie and Montgomery are friends through trauma. You know what I'm saying? Being picked on, being bullied. You know what I'm saying? And that brought them to a closeness. And Danny Glover's character, he didn't like Jimmie because he's perceived as a bum. Like, you sleeping on the floor in my grandson's room.
Yeah, and I see. The other thing I thought was interesting in the writing is, like, I think that Kofi and Montgomery are the same person. Whoa. Just that Kofi was pretending. Like, Kofi was a better actor than Montgomery. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was able to play the wolf to be the lamb that he truly is. Shout out to Dave Chappelle's mom.
Oh, are you referring back to the scene where he came in the house and he was hanging with her?
Yeah, because that's him. That's him, right? Like, in that moment of being, first off, pause that entire scene. Just saying, pause. But yeah, so then, right? So then, like, but once you see him in that level of vulnerability, and then how he switches the second he's outside, mind you, he's switching on a guy that was pushing him and trying to be aggressive. Like, these people really aren't your friends. The people you could be true to who you are, that's where it was. So I think if Kofi had the same had a Danny Glover in his life, he would be just like he would probably be the guy that's into comic books wearing samurai t-shirts.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either, guys. Just one point.
No, you
were just all of them, right? Like, every quote unquote weird black kid, you were immediately. So you understood Tyler the Creator, Earl the Sweatshirt, all those kids, like, they clicked with you immediately.
I understood them.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
That was Mel.
It was. Totally me. I get it.
I really didn't see that from you. Like, I didn't know this part of you existed. Like,
No, I know the pacing would be something that I guess it would be a shortcoming for me. It was a dramatic movie. It was shot very well and everything, and I respect all of that. But just thinking about it, because I loved it, but just thinking about it through the lens of, like, some of the newer generation, there was a lot of dead spots in here that I think you would lose them.
See, I feel like there's just so many things for them to complain and protest about and be offended that I think we would just
that's
get
the thing too.
Like, there's also that.
I do believe that they would stop it, whatever they needed, and they wouldn't see it through, because there was a conclusion to majority of the issues, but they would get whatever they needed, and then they're gonna stop watching right there.
Right then, exactly.
That's where they're gonna stand on it, and it's like,
and then another group is gonna come watch it from there on, and then when they get, so we'll get 15 different protests out of this one movie.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't think because this generation, you got to be fighting
to the point.
Pop, 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 15 seconds, pop, 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 and to that, like, they wouldn't appreciate a movie like this. They're too slow.
I mean, I wanted
Montgomery to continue to have to keep turning what he was doing.
Oh, that was cold to me, dog.
I want him to keep having the turn, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was dope.
That reminded me of Bamboozled a little bit.
Yes.
Like that reminded me of that part. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you can execute shit like that, it's so fucking cold, bro.
Jonathan Majors is a fucking beast, man. He out here slapping the game.
Hey, shout out to Let me ask you a question. Why is it that speaking of Jonathan Majors, why is it when black men who in the limelight get in trouble and they're with a white woman, they go back to a black woman when they trying to come back?
Because
into
you need the
everyone's-
black vote.
The only
You're not gonna
so
get the
all
white people
Kanye
to-
gotta do, all Kanye
black
gotta
votes.
do is go back to a black woman, and that's it. And all
He
is
can find
forgiven.
one.
Okay,
Like,
all
he would
right.
have to
Well,
look like a Vivica A. Fox
oh,
or
minute.
He need a
Who-
ghetto
Kanye
ass.
West
Like
and
he need the most ghetto ass hood rat heifer, like big ass,
like Glorilla, like no, not
like
Glorilla, Sukiana.
the big fucking
Oh.
rollers right here in the head, and they got the bonnet on and all that shit. With
Oh,
the goddamn-
Bonnet wear.
yeah,
what?
Okay.
I don't
he
think
need to save his
Bonnet.
career. If he get one of them, his career, he'll be back. He'll be back at good.
Does she have to be from Chicago?
It would help.
That'll boost it even more.
Boy, it'll help. Let's say
is
Chicago women
bad.
is something different, bro. They ain't gonna put up with all
Hey,
that bullshit.
hey,
This is
hey, yo, yeah.
Don't do it, Jay. Don't do it.
I stopped. See how I did that? I stopped. I stopped. It's just it's not worth it. It's not.
Man.
I can't really say that I saw anything. I gave this a 5 because I enjoyed it, and I thought like just one of the things that I thought in the writing was really good was there was no blame and no group left off the hook. Like they didn't say it was all this group's fault. It's like here's the fucked up thing the white people did. Here's the fucked up thing the Asian did. Here's the fucked up thing the blacks did. Like everybody had their shit on the front of the lawn, and it was all out there, and for the audience to judge however they saw fit. It wasn't a situation where the movie is preaching to you to say this group is responsible for everything wrong that we're explaining in this movie. Understand what I'm saying? Like as much as it was, the gentrifiers pricing it out, it was also the father not upkeeping the mortgage and letting his drug addiction, go through it. It's the blacks and the Asian when the Asians came back from World War II, not the Asians, when black people came back from, was it World War II that we're talking about, or whatever war they were? I think
Vietnam.
it was World War II.
Two.
It was 2 or Vietnam.
Was it Vietnam?
It was
Yeah,
I think it's
okay.
2 because they were talking about concentration camps, and I think that was closer to World War II. 1950s? No, that might have been Vietnam.
Just get on. With
Anyway, regardless, like it showed the transition of that, and all of this happened in this house and on this block. So it just showed the transition, and it kind of just makes it seem like a lot of the shit that I'm not saying
lying-ass
race.
niggas. Oh, what?
I'm not saying racism and bigotry don't exist, but a lot of the shit that happens throughout history, it just kind of seems like it's inevitable flow. Like I don't know if a neighborhood stays with its original settlers forever. Like Red
No,
Hook
it
back in the
doesn't.
day used to be completely Italians, right? And then a bunch of Caribbeans.
Shit, look at
Got-
Compton.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, look at
Hold
Compton.
on. Wait. Yeah, Compton was white as fuck back in Hey, like, and now you got Compton Terry. So it's like I don't know if a neighborhood is supposed to stay with its original settlers, but they didn't really blame anybody here. I don't think, except for gentrification and pricing out.
I think because the story was bigger than that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah,
a lot
and
bigger.
it-
Than
yeah,
that. It was about
yeah.
like holding on to a lie, believing a lie, and living in that lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look at what it would do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man was delusional as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of us have been guilty of being just straight delusional in a situation? You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna take the very worst things that your father ever taught you, and then that's what you want to apply, my nigga.
See,
Like-
sometimes you need a little bit. I
Straws. He was
think
grasping
when
at straws.
when you're living in a car and you're going from group home and you're getting kicked out of here, you need something to your brain has to create something for you to continue moving forward. It's like how Jordan created that whole argument with I forgot, was it Drexler? Like he said, like he Drexler talked shit to him, and so he
He said one
manifested
of
it
them,
in his head.
one of them motherfuckers slept with his sister. I was like,
So that's the same concept here. It's just like you kind of need to create a reality so that you can make it through the one that you're
motivation.
living. Yeah, you know. And so I didn't like, and I think honestly, the father not validating that it, not saying that it was if he lied. I think that's the most father thing he did the entire episode, the entire movie.
Well, what do you call him, a liar?
Like when he when he called Montgomery a liar, like that was
Exactly.
probably
That's what he
because
does.
he was like, yo, I still got to protect this one part of your innocence as a kid. Like it's the last thing you believe from me. Sometimes you gotta keep the lie going. It's
Mhm.
we all do
Yeah,
it a little bit.
yeah. I think the pacing was a little
You
dry.
really have an issue with how the duration of this movie, huh?
I really didn't, but I'm like again,
Like,
I'm
like, like, how long do you think a movie should be, Mel? What's a good movie?
145.
I say
So
any. Okay, is
15
that with or
minutes.
without credits? Before credits, 145 before credits,
No, like that's including everything. 145. I'm out.
So
including
15.
credits.
So 15 minutes really mess you up in this.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
One
there's
wait. No,
talking.
wait.
We're
There's like 10
talking.
to 15 minutes of worth of credits
I'm
on a
not just
movie.
talking about just the whole duration of the movie. I'm talking about the pacing within it as well. The pacing was a little drawed out at
Okay.
points, and they used scenery as a filler in a lot. They didn't really
Yeah.
tackle a lot of backstory, so you had to fill in the blanks a lot.
I don't know
And
about
even
that.
even within the conversations amongst like the dialogue amongst the characters, they didn't give you much to work with. You just had to kind of fill in shit and put it wherever you wanted to put it.
Give me an example where you had to fill in the blank.
That's where I want to know.
Oh man, there's so many,
Better
bro.
question. What would you say is like Hyphen said? It's the story is about the movie's about holding on to a lie. That's one thing,
Mm.
right? What would you say is would you agree with that? Do you have a different one
I can
that you
see that
feel
holding on to it
wasn't?
by accepting change.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Another one.
acceptance of change. Now let's stick with that one. What was not executed in bringing that forward in the movie? Because I thought that was, I mean, that was there.
It
Right, I agree.
Like
is.
I don't, you
No,
can't
it is.
argue
It
that.
is.
Okay.
But you have to, the whole concept of a story is a setup with, you usually have a little background to your characters so you can have some kind of rapport with them. And then from the setup, you'll go to a conflict. The conflict is, what I'm saying, my granddaddy house and the resolution. It seemed that we had met that kind of early in the movie. And then,
Now the
then,
conflict is when they get their shit thrown out.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, well, that's what I'm saying. Like it seemed we met like that whole the setup conflict resolution. We met that early in the movie, and then it changed. So then we have a whole nother movie. So in a sense, it kind of looks like there was a bunch of short stories put together in the movie.
I don't see that.
I don't either.
Conflict, we homeless, or setup, we
No,
homeless.
yeah, he home.
Conflict, oh man, these motherfuckers are in the house that I want. Resolution, they move out, we move in. New conflict. All right, how we gonna keep this motherfucker up?
It was still homeless. It was still homelessness.
Yeah.
No, that they took care of the home, or they took
They
care
were
of.
squatting. They
Yeah,
was
they
trying
were
to
Yeah,
squat.
squatting.
Yeah.
but
That's,
remember earlier when I said that we knew what was going to happen.
oh yeah, we
You know
knew
what I'm saying? It took a round. So like I didn't mind that because I knew eventually that like this is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like
See, that's
eventually it's not going to work.
well, that's the overall one, right? So
Mhm.
now you have a big arc, and then within that you had a shitload of little ones, little stories and stuff to complete the big arc.
Well, I think the little stories were more so to build up the characters, because like with every little story we got to know more about the two main characters and about what
Mhm.
made them their personalities. You know what I'm saying? Who they were. Like we found out Montgomery was like a director or artist. You know what I'm saying? He's a,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then we found out that Jimmie is really just a scared little boy. You know what I'm saying? Scared little boy with, his mom has moved on. His dad, you know what I'm saying, is unreliable. You know what I'm saying? And here he is trying to squat in the crib. You know what I'm saying? like he had no plans for life. Life was happening to him. And then got to accept a ride from a nigga that you driving around in his old crib. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mike Epps though. But no, man, like, and that's what I'm saying. You just named 3 different stories within the same one that I'm talking about.
Well, I think those are supporting stories that they all tell you like why he's homeless.
They're the central point is Jimmie. So it's just like if the movie's about Jimmie and Montgomery and their relationship or their lives, we're not monoliths. Like we're not like one way all the time. Like there's a bunch of different things that are happening. So yeah, and like you take 2 steps. That's why you have the phrase, you take 2 steps forward to take 3 back. Like, yeah, you're going to get into hiccups. You're going to think you could squat in the house and then Shorty's going to move back home, or, you're going to think this was the truth. And then you're going to find out like it's not, and you're going to have to choose to accept it. So
it sounds like we're all saying the same thing, but you all just don't like the way that I'm wording it.
No, it's not that. We are saying the same thing.
Yeah,
but you're saying that it's
a negative. We're saying it's a positive. We're saying it's not.
But you didn't catch the part where it said looking at it for the lens of a newer generation that doesn't watch a full movie.
Fuck them.
I don't wear those spectacles, baby.
Yeah,
I don't wear those spectacles.
Exactly.
I already have.
So why are you judging it from that point of view? It's supposed to be your view.
Because some of them motherfuckers actually watch this show. So I just wanted to make sure that their view is accounted for.
Thank you. This
even though we don't watch them the same, some of them shit. A lot of our views come from that. But
I respect that, but I'll still give Bush back because I think there's so much like the kids nowadays are so smart and they're questioning everything. I think this movie could turn into a think piece for some kids in this generation, as far as like, well, why didn't he just like conversation piece? Like I do think the kids that would be able to sit through this are few and far between. I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, have you been to a fast food restaurant recently?
No.
Like, or just like try to do anything with customer service. Like their nails can't even fucking give you your receipt back. Like it's just it's bad. It's mind boggling with these kids. And you got to fucking repeat yourself 15 fucking times. Like
the king of slow.
Yes,
they are the king of slow.
The king of slow.
You crown their ass.
But I'd give him some grace, man.
Jonathan Majors, bro.
Facts.
Fucking phenomenal. Besides him, Jimmie Fails did a wonderful job at this as well. He can get a crown. Just for the writing and the execution. Shit, I love Mike Epps. Danny Glover he brought it like a little comic relief a little bit to me because I was chuckling at some of the shit. Now what this here?
See, you were just laughing at him because he was an old black man. That's why.
Yeah.
He didn't bring any comedy, bro.
It's funny to me.
He wasn't bringing comedy, bro.
You had Tachina Arnold. God damn it.
Yeah, Tashina.
Oh,
to me,
I could funny, take. Bro. Just because you're
Epps,
laughing at it doesn't make it a comedy, bro.
God, that shit was hilarious.
There we go. No, I need you to listen to what he said again. Absorb it and accept it.
Yeah.
Just because you're laughing at it doesn't make it funny.
It doesn't make it a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
It's comedy to me. See, that's what.
Fair enough. That's why it's subjective. But comedy, like,
all subjective.
I look at Tashina Arnold, Mike Epps, and Rob Morgan. Those 3, they're like one in the same for me. They're like tic-tac-toe. Like those 3, I think I would give them a group crown as far as being very well. Like they executed their scenes extremely well. It wasn't a lot of time. It wasn't a lot of time. And as far as like independent characters, I'd also want to give mention to not Kofi, but I think it's Nitty.
With the bald
And
head.
yeah, like the tattoo on the side of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's like one, it's gonna sound wild,
Oh shit.
but he was so short. Like he was shorter than everybody.
What does that have to do with
Everybody.
it?
And like it's something about like a short like it's when short people try to act like be tough in movies, sometimes they make it comical, but in his case, he was just able to convey this strength and this assertion and this leadership. And then he started, and the accountability of questioning your own way you led. I thought that was dope. And I know that's the writers, but I think the way you executed and making you forcing people, the viewers, to think about like, yeah, you can lead somebody, but remember, like, you can only push somebody as far as they're built to go. So when you go over it, like, you're not being a good leader, you're now just a bully. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mm.
I see
So
exactly.
I really enjoyed his character and that kind of the revelation that he had during the viewing. So that was dope.
Yeah, but I'm kind of in boat with both of y'all. Everybody y'all just said, so I just want to go a non-traditional way, and
Clayton.
I'm gonna go with Jamal True Kofi,
Okay.
because I believe that that particular black person, black male, is the black male that gets lost in the shuffle.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let him out. Is it because he's light skinned?
Yeah. Gets lost in the shuffle,
Get
if you
lost.
will.
We gonna catch him in February for his light skin black stripes, baby.
If you will, like being accused of being soft when you're actually showing strength and restraint. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
he's telling him, I don't want to hit you because you my brother. You know what I'm saying? You my man. It's like, why
Supposed to
should
be
I
my
hit you?
foe. You're
You know
supposed to
what
be
I'm
my
saying? Yeah, you my
people.
folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nah, nigga, hit me. You weak. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and then like to Jay's point, when he had to go into the home with Montgomery and the more what you will call softer Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And he was comfortable. Like
Yeah.
he was
He was at
definitely
peace.
he was
Yeah.
definitely comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But then when he came back out amongst the hyenas, you know what I'm saying? He had to put on that. He was a chameleon. He had to
I was
put
gonna
on
say
that
it's
skin.
a lot of and this is case in point. A lot of motherfuckers I grew up with, myself the same. Like you, sometimes you got to switch the demeanor on and
Yeah,
off, and that comes with the color of their skin in
Yeah, but
America.
wolves. Yeah. Well, that's yo. Can we touch? Pause. Fuck. I almost made it an entire episode without saying some pause worthy shit. But yeah, say that one more time, please, for the people in the back.
For the people in the black, no, they come the light switch comes with the color of this skin that we wear and don every day in America. We move in and out of different crowds. We're
Yeah.
always like just
And I feel like if when I try to explain this to my Caucasian and non-Afro, my non-black friends, right?
mhm.
They're like, well, then who's the real you? And it's like, it's still
All of it
me.
is.
it's still
Yeah.
it's still
It's
me.
still me. It's just like I just know the side that I could show you where you can be you in front of me. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like you gotta like I will never forget the day we were playing basketball and the gate. Like, no, because it's shit, bro. I saw it. I saw it in her face. Like when you were seeing you and me walk in, it was pure fucking fear on this woman's face. Like, and I think it's like you're walking behind, pause, you're like behind me, walking behind me or whatever. And I'm going up to her. And I was just irritated at the fact that you're like, nah, man, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I'm like, what the? So my face wasn't smiling, but the second I'm like, hi, do you mind? Like, and I hit her with the high pitch and the smile. It's like all defenses
That's
are
the safe
down.
Negro. That's the safe Negro
Like it's
option.
just wild. It's like, but I don't know why that one sticks out in my head, and because I think Yeah, that was just a crazy situation. But
No,
yes,
it's all of it is us, like you were saying, but just to touch on it real quick,
pause.
it's no, I don't want to pause it. I want to play it.
Pause.
You you highlight certain characteristics of your emotions, I guess.
Yeah, your demeanor, your
Demeanor. There
your
you
character.
go.
Yeah,
You highlight different points of your character for different situations.
yeah.
Like knowing that, if there's a heated situation, I'm calm still.
Because you have.
I'm still the male.
Yep.
I'm still here. I'm still calm. But if the situation gets to a point where people that are with me are getting threatened or something, I know I have to heighten a certain level to let you know, hey, bruh, I'm still cool and I'm calm, but I will fuck you up, like to protect these people, because these like that's what it is, and all of that is still me. And if we're able to talk and calm it back down, you're gonna see that get dialed down, and you're gonna see the calm Lamel. Like, all right, yeah, we cool. Like it's still.
Hey, you just gotta know when to nuck and when to buck. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't even about that, bro. It's like there is a. Mike said, if there's kink in your hair, there is a fear, and that shit rang true because when I realized like there's an octave and a bass that it's like there's an alarm that goes off in people's heads that don't look like you. Like and I'm not saying just white, I'm saying anybody that doesn't have your skin tone, the second, so maybe even hyphen this happens to, but the second like you hit,
of course it fucking happens to me.
Look at that. You see
of
that?
Of course it fucking happens.
See that
to
octave
me.
right there? That octave right there. That one right there.
Right there. See, I just needed an example. I needed an example. That's, you see what I'm doing? Like,
and it happens more. It probably happens more so to me because of my stature.
He's still hyped.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
1000%. Like, I
think it's glasses too.
Yeah, no, the tall, like,
because you're doing too much, man. You light skin with glasses, like, come on, bro.
And beard, and
beard,
and
the dreads. The dreads didn't. Well, you don't have them now, but like,
man,
you had everything that was like, this is the black man to be afraid of, and
they were absolutely correct.
But don't say that on a record.
They're absolutely correct because I'm a black man with knowledge. I'm a black man with knowledge and great communication skills.
God damn, boy, you took that shit, you flipped it and renamed that. That's what's up. It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Not so loud, nigga.
Pawpaws, maybe.
Sup, nigga.
Daddy's house.
Let me ride on back.
Stop it. Stop it.
2 bills.
Jay, say so. Jay, say it. Say the word. All the time. Say the word. Say it.
Hold on. I got one. 2 bills. 2 bulls on a board.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. I'll say it. Pause.
2 bulls on a board.
Oh, kick push.
Oh God. Wrap your hand around my waist and get close.
What?
That's what he was
saying. He laid it in now, boy. He laid it in.
Wow.
Oh God. We just friends, I promise.
What's happening?
Uncle John's roommate.
Blackbird.
Uncle Jimmy's roommate. Uncle Jimmy's roommate. They're not together. They just roommates. 15 years, grandma.
Now that's funny.
Paint the trim.
We just roommates.
Did that lady hit him with some bread? Like I kept trying to.
No, she was hitting him with vegetables, bro. Bell pepper, 2 bell peppers, and I think
that shit would have been funny if it was fruit.
He was like, "I'm almost done. Give me a second."
Cucumber bread.
I'll just come back tomorrow.
He said, "If you don't cut those hedges, I will."
Squatters, maybe.
It's Ain't your house.
Oh, the potty squatty or the squatty potties.
Come and knock on our door.
Yo, the squat. Nah, that's not the one. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm running.
SWAT
I'm running
patrol.
out. I'm running
Oh,
out.
the Paw Paw Patrol.
You have too many kids. You have way too many
But it's
children.
Paw Paw because that was Paw Paw's house with the witch
Oh,
hat.
yeah. Oh,
Witch hat.
Granddaddy's
see what you
alive.
did there. You ain't special, nigga.
Damn.
Fuck your house. Fuck your granddaddy, nigga.
Never was
Oh,
your
wow.
house.
My grandfather's hands.
Not by these hands.
You can't live here no more.
Damn.
Application denied.
Eviction. Time to go.
You are about to lose your house.
Evictrification. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I no, because my brain hurts.
Yeah,
Just
that would,
trying
you
to.
should put them both together. Just run them in there. Gentrification, and eviction. No,
Yeah, that's a bit much. That was a bit much for me. I can't do that.
everybody froze.
That one hurt.
I
That one
put
hurt.
his hands up. Like,
Because you're trying to. Because you don't. You know those words, but
Yeah.
together, like, never quite heard them like that before.
yeah.
Emotional foreclosure.
Damn.
I actually like that one. I like that one.
No vacancies.
Constipation of emotion.
Why do you always think people are emotionally constipated?
Because they are. Usually they are. A lot of people are.
They're gonna get this. He was
Um,
like, Jimmy, this ain't your granddaddy did not build this house. I'm like, nigga, why you tell me this shit? You know I'm inviting motherfuckers over here? Like, nigga, my daddy right here. My daddy got his suit on. Like,
This was a block party. For real. They was blocking his ass from getting in the house. They was trying to
halfway
get on the
house.
block. Oh.
emotional foreclosure is still there for me. Like that one was tough. I think Hyphen might have taken this.
Hey, I think I got it.
He said,
Hey,
well,
look at Mel. Hey, Mel's still like, wait a minute.
I don't know, man. That one I can't really.
Yeah.
the official TruVue rename for
Why you gotta sound sad though?
the last black man in San Francisco is Block Party. Which was
Emotional.
me.
What
Then
the fuck?
the official TruVue score for this.
What the fuck is happening right now?
It's
What is
okay. The
happening?
official.
What the fuck is happening? I'm
What
being
is it?
railroaded here. What
Emotional
is happening?
distress. What was it? Emotional distress. All right. The official
Emotional foreclosure. What the fuck?
Emotional foreclosure. The hate, bro.
Emotional foreclosure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. The official TruVue score.
He's saying it like he didn't even like the movie. This is how he was sounding last episode.
1, 2, 3.
What did I do to
Was
deserve this?
a 3. Man,
Am I the
let's
coach
hit him. Huh? This motherfucker. Let's hit him with the recap of the recommendation and rewatchability.
Hey, I would definitely rewatch this. This was my second time rewatching it. I do recommend it. I think it's also a great conversation piece. I think it's a great conversation piece between men. Black men should watch this movie and discuss it between the generation.
Very well put. No, man, I'm definitely rewatching this. I've already rewatched it, I think 2 or 3 times. It might be 2.5. But this was a very artsy movie, very well put together. Love the cameos in this. Love the cinematography. The music played well with it as well. So it was a very well put together movie. I see why it garnered a lot of attention in Sundance, and I see why I think it was A24 that picked it up. But man, no, shout out to this. I'm definitely recommending this and probably rewatch it again.
I'd rewatch this I'd rewatch this anytime. I literally put this in the Crooklyn kind of category. So yeah, this is definitely a rewatch. I would recommend it. I knew about this one, and I'm kind of mad that it took me so long to watch it because I was thinking like it was gonna be like a day without a Mexican, and it was gonna be satire. I was like, I saw it once. I don't need to see it now with black people.
Dang.
That
He
is
talked
not.
about Mexicans again, man. He want to make sure he open it and close it, coming at the damn Mexicans. We love y'all.
Fuck your wall.
Whoa. The thoughts and views that are
I
expressed.
said, fuck the wall. Fuck the wall. Like, I'm not pro wall.
That's Jay.
So you're anti-wall.
That's
I'm
not
anti-wall. I'm anti-wall.
That's not the collective, but that's Jay. You send them, direct them at Jay, and
Why
man,
am I getting hot, shot right now?
y'all go ahead and shoot your shot over there at TruVuePodcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold the Black Pod down. And thank you for riding with us over there at YouTube. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications, that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and leave a comment. Drop in the comment a better rename so that I don't have to rename this emotional foreclosure, guys. You know what I'm saying? But then, it's kind of crazy because by the time I release this, we're going to have to name it emotional foreclosure. But you know what I'm saying? We can
because that's what it won.
Yeah, we can always go back and edit that. So don't worry about what he's saying over there. Man, and then y'all drop in there a movie that y'all want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that your time is extremely precious. So why waste it watching bullshit?
My time is too.
You make sure to drop that in there, man, and we will go ahead and watch it and review it for you, man. Just so even if you had to watch the bullshit, you can at least come along for the ride and enjoy the conversation that we have along with the movie as well, man. Again, TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVue podcast.com. Let's get it. Let's go.
Definitely do everything that Melly Mel just said. And guys, click on the link right there, the link tree that's going to be in the description. Go ahead and click on that and go ahead and get my book, Yo Black People, that is inspired by TruVue Podcast's own Freaky J. This is a thought-provoking book about Black unity and also strategies. And by getting this, you guys also get a free ebook as well called Together We Rise. All right, so go ahead and click. All right, Yo Black People. Oh, Elliot to my guy. I
do not confirm or support. Like, it's bad because I said, yeah, write your books, whatever. I have no parts in this.
Jay, I didn't say you wrote it. I said you inspired it.
I have no parts in the inspiration.
You can't help who you inspire, bro. I'm sorry.
Yes. Thank y'all for listening, man. Subscribe and join the tribe. Shout out to Mike, who's not here right now, but
everybody pop a Viagra so we all rise together, man. You know what I'm saying? TruVue Podcast. Y'all know what we always say.
Wait, yo, pause, fucking pause. Lamel, fucking pause, you weirdo.
My bad. Bluetooth? What, you want Bluetooth? All right, everybody pop a Bluetooth.
Pause.
All rise together.
Pause.
Cialis? Well, everybody pop Cialis. Motherfucker,
right,
everybody
podcast done.
I got some liquid.
We're done.
Liquid.
Put in my drink.
We're done.
Yeah, everybody shoot that pink horse power, man. We gonna rise together,
man.
Boy.
Go watch some shit.
Yeah, you will.
TruVue Podcast. TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.